If you're trying to grow your hair longer, fuller, this video is for you. I'm doing a whole series right now on hair growth tips and tricks. How I took my hair from this not so cute bob cut to this long and full and healthy in about 10 months. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, 10 months? Well, it took how many years for your hair to get in the state that it's in right now, whether it's broken, damaged, not growing. It probably took years and years of not taking care of it properly to get to where it is right now. So taking a year to repair it, or a little bit less, actually makes a lot of sense. And guess what? That time's gonna pass anyway. So take the next 6, 8, 10 months to take proper care of your hair, and at the end of it, you will definitely see a difference. Or you could take the next 6 months to keep doing what you're doing and have the same hair that you have right now that you're unhappy with. But anyway, let's get down to it. So my first tip for you guys, and this is like the most annoying tip. When people used to tell me this, I used to be like, this is so annoying. Why are you telling me this if I want to grow my hair longer? But I promise it actually is true. So if we're going to be on this journey together of hair growth, I need you to go and get your hair trimmed, okay? To have a fresh start. Why does trimming your hair help it grow? This is a common misconception. People think trimming the ends of your hair makes it grow out of your scalp faster. That is not the case. What happens is getting a haircut gets rid of all of your dead ends, right? We obviously tend to have more breakage on our ends, dryness, brittleness, and they break off a lot of the time. So it's like you're doing all these things to help hair grow out of your scalp, but then it's not getting anywhere because it's breaking before it can actually get longer. Trimming it before you embark on this hair growth journey is a really great idea because it's going to give you a nice, fresh, clean slate to start with. So again, trimming your hair does not actually make it grow faster, but it protects your hair. The integrity of your hair will be intact, and you will actually see the fruits of your labor that you're putting in for your scalp in your hair length. So starting off strong with tip number 1, go get your hair trimmed, I promise, and get regular trims, okay? If we're gonna be going through this hair growth process for 6, 8, 10 months, you definitely wanna be getting a trim every 3 to 4 months. Once I started trimming my hair, I realized how important it was and how much it actually did help my hair feel and seem longer because I was actually getting to enjoy the growth of my hair without it just breaking off. I have so much to share with you guys, so follow along for more tips.
The video that everybody has been waiting for, best oils for your hair. Now, when it comes to choosing an essential oil, you want to just make sure it is that oil, organic oil. Make sure there's no fillers in it, no extra silicones, nothing like that, because unfortunately there are a lot of fillers and silicones that can actually start coating your hair strand and cause more damage than good in the long run in a lot of oils on the market, which is a whole other video in itself. And this video might have to be multiple parts because there are multiple essential oils that are great for natural, healthy hair growth and just hair health overall. Now, these oils can be by itself or in a hair product. The first is something called Abyssinian oil, which actually helps strengthen your hair strands, which helps prevent breakage. Second, lavender essential oil, okay? So first of all, lavender has properties that can help the growth of cells and help also reduce stress. And stress, like I've mentioned in my previous stress management series, can result in having hair problems in the long run. It also has antimicrobial and antibacterial properties, which helps with scalp health, which, if you know my page, scalp health equals hair health. Next is peppermint oil, which actually can help promote blood circulation, which can help with natural healthy hair growth. And it can also help your hair when it's in its anagen phase, which is the growing phase. Number 3, rosemary oil. It does help promote natural healthy hair growth and hair thickness. It helps promote circulation in your hair, which again can help promote a natural healthy hair growth like peppermint oil. So lemongrass oil can also help with hair health, which helps with natural healthy hair growth and just overall scalp health, okay? A lot of the time when you're having a flaky scalp, lemongrass can go in there and clean it up a little bit, which helps with your scalp health, which helps with natural healthy hair growth. I'm gonna have to make this into multiple parts. And of course, these are great ingredients to look for in your hair products. Follow for part 2.
Here are my hair growth tips coming from a person who used to have severely damaged and dyed hair. I also want to preface this by saying that everybody's hair is different and what worked for me may not work for you. Okay, one thing is that I rarely use these type of hair ties anymore unless I'm like working out or something, but I find that they're really hard on my hair, and instead I use silk scrunchies to put my hair up or claw clips. I also sleep with a silk pillowcase. I'm not really sure if that really actually does anything, but they say it's good for your skin and your hair and whatnot, and it feels nice. Probably the biggest thing that helped my hair was I stopped dyeing it. If you don't know, I used to be platinum blonde and I dyed my hair pretty much all my life. So I completely stopped dyeing it. I haven't dyed it in 2 years, and that was definitely the biggest thing. Another huge thing, stop putting heat on your hair. I know everyone says it and it probably gets old, but I promise if you just put down the straightener and find products that work with your natural hair, I promise you'll see a difference. And in case you didn't know, you're not supposed to brush your hair when it's wet because it's in its most fragile state. So whenever I get out of the shower, I brush it through with a wide tooth comb. Olaplex. Enough said. Another huge thing that helped was oiling my hair once or twice a week, and I use castor oil and vitamin E oil. And so when I do this, I'll first put the castor oil and I'll straight up just put it all up in my roots. And don't be afraid of the oil, I basically drench my head. And with the castor oil, I'll mainly keep it in my roots, but with the vitamin E oil, I'll put it in my roots and try to drag it down through my ends. And if anyone was wondering, I do this either the day of or the day before hair wash day, and I'll leave it in anywhere between like half a day through overnight. So once you have your hair all oiled up and you look like a sweaty, greasy mess, you're gonna wanna flip your head over and give yourself like a 1 to 2 minute scalp massage. After that, you're gonna wanna put your hair in some sort of like protective hairstyle. So that could be braids, or like today I'm gonna do a bun. Another thing that I really wanted to touch on was just the insecurity and like stress that can come from not liking your hair. And people may roll their eyes or say that's surface level problem, whatever. But seriously, like if your hair, like my hair was my number one insecurity for so long, and like not being able to feel pretty or want to go out just because of your hair, like it shouldn't be like that. So baby, if you're feeling like that, just know you are not alone. And the biggest thing, everything takes time. Time heals literally everything. And shit. And fuck, it won't fit. Fuck. Anyways, like I was saying, a hair growth journey takes a lot of time and a lot of patience, but most importantly, you need to be fueling your body, actually eating right, eating healthy, because otherwise you can't expect your hair to be healthy and shiny. But anyways, okay, I love you. Bye. Hope this helps.
I'm going to show you guys some tips on how I got my hair to grow this long. Okay, so my number one tip to growing out your hair is scalp massages. If you guys have never heard of the inversion method, I highly recommend watching some YouTube videos and doing that. This is a vibrating scalp massager that I use in the shower when I shampoo my hair. It helps lather up the shampoo and it gives my scalp a nice massage. A wooden brush is also great for this because it stimulates the scalp and hits acupressure points. Anything that stimulates blood flow in the scalp is going to make your hair grow faster. My second tip is to keep your hair healthy. I know this is so basic, but if your hair is constantly breaking off at the ends, then you're not going to see any growth. I personally only get my hair cut once a year, especially now that I'm trying to grow it out. The only reason I'm able to go that long without getting a trim is because I keep it healthy. If I had a lot of breakage and dead ends, they would keep falling off and I would never see that growth. It would just keep breaking and it would be stuck at one length. So by keeping your hair healthy, you don't have to cut it as often, and obviously by not cutting it as often, it can grow.
Let me put you on to the one thing that completely changed my hair and my skin, made my hair grow super long, super fast, very thick. I have naturally curly hair, but I straightened it so you can see how long it is, and it helps keep my skin clear. It's all natural and you can make it at home. I've tried everything the last couple years since I had to chop off my hair due to bleach. Nothing worked like rosemary oil. I use this one on my hair, this one on my skin. Also helps keep your skin clear and is a great makeup primer. I'm telling y'all, let me show you how easy it is to make. Take some fresh rosemary or organic dried rosemary and give it a good wash. You're gonna take a pot, fill it with some water, put a bowl over top, and in that bowl, you're gonna place a cup of oil of choice. I'm using olive oil. And then you're gonna take that handful of rosemary and let it simmer for 15 minutes. In the meantime, relax, drink some coffee. I'm drinking some homemade horchata, and then you're gonna wanna strain. I use a bigger container for my hair and a smaller one for my skin. I'm just reusing an old bottle, and that's about it. I use this as an oil mask on wash days and on my skin. Make sure to check my other videos for more skin and hair tips.
Here's how I grew my hair from shoulder length to boob length in 1 month. When I was 16, I bleached my hair by myself. I didn't get it done professionally, and then I was straightening it, and my hair got so thin and so short. When I was 21, I just had to do the big chop. The first thing I did, and this might not work for everyone, is that I kept my hair wet at all times and in a bun. Day and night, it was wet with a hair mask in. The next thing I did was cut out combs and brushes. Very rarely I'll use a brush or a comb. Now it's just fingers only to get those knots out. I also had to cut out all hairbands that are not silk or satin, especially not those plastic elastic ones. In terms of keeping my growth strong, I use Olaplex once a week on damp hair before I shampoo, and then black castor oil on my ends every single day. They get a massage. But when you are going to wear your hair out, you need a leave-in conditioner that is going to keep your hair moisturized. I use a sulfate-free shampoo that I use to massage my scalp, and I only shampoo twice a month. Biotin once a day, every day, makes such a difference. And trust the advice that when you sleep, you should be using a satin or silk pillow. I had so much growth within 1 month, and it was boob length within 6.
So if your hair is falling out or you're having trouble growing it or getting it thicker, I'm going to show you the oil concoction that I've been using for the past 7 months because it's completely changed my hair. I was literally balding. I'll show you. This picture makes me cringe, but this is what my hair looked like in October before I started using the oils. It was just falling out in clumps in the shower every day. I was freaking out. I was just under a lot of stress. I'll show you other pictures. So this is a zoomed in picture of me actually in September when I went to Hawaii. So it was before the last picture, and you can see my scalp and my hair was thinning. So actually in October, the first picture, it was just getting worse. And this is how short my hair was at the time. This is how long my hair is now, and it's so much thicker. I forgot that I didn't mention what the oils actually are. It's castor oil, sea buckthorn oil, and rosemary oil, and I mix all of those together, and I'll show you the difference. This picture was taken in February. That's 4 months after the first picture, and you can already see how much my hair has regrown. There's like no empty spaces anymore, and my hair just got so much thicker. And honestly, not only did my hair grow back so much thicker and stronger and in such a short amount of time, but my hair texture completely changed. My hair used to be super frizzy and dry because I would put heat on it. I live in Florida, so it's super humid, and if I didn't do anything to my hair, it would look a mess. It would look like hay, literally like tumbleweed. And this is what my hair looks like now. It's almost to the end of my back, and it used to be at my collarbone just 7 months ago. So castor oil, sea buckthorn oil, and rosemary oil, mix those all together and use those on hair wash days. Leave it overnight and then wash it out in the morning. And as long as you're consistent, you're gonna see results. It's the only thing that helped me regrow my hair, and I won't stop using it. Hair growth tip number 4 that helped my hair go from this to this. And if you haven't seen number 1, I have that oil treatment in right now, and you would never know. Should I do a video about this bun? Do we even care about this bun? I like the bun. Anyways, I'm going to take a shower, but I had some great tips that helped me with my hair growth, and it just made me think of doing this video. So let's get into it. I have 4 simple tips for you. All right, tip number 1 is shampoo twice. Literally rinse and repeat, okay? What it's going to do is it's going to help with some of the buildup on your scalp that's blocking your hair follicles, which is preventing hair growth. Tip number 2, just shampoo your scalp. You don't got to shampoo your ends. You don't have to scrunch up your hair. When you rinse off the shampoo, it will go towards your ends. But when you scrunch up your hair, you do risk breakage. And we're here to grow your hair. So if you're breaking your ends, it's just going to continuously be the same length. Tip number 3, don't condition your scalp. Don't condition your scalp. Remember what I said about the hair follicle and kind of trying to clean up all that gunk and stuff? Putting conditioner on there can cause the follicle to clog. and it needs to be able to breathe to grow. Also, if you're trying to get like a volume look, it can weigh your hair down and make your hair look limp and lifeless, and also can probably make you more oily. And lastly, try not to rinse your conditioner out completely. It kind of defeats the purpose of the conditioner, kind of counterproductive. And it also can help prevent breakage, which again, breakage can make your hair seem like it's not growing because it's just breaking at a certain point. Also, kind of a bonus tip, and it helped me. Some people say it doesn't work for them, but I rinsed my hair with cooler water after I put my conditioner in, and it did help me with a bit of my frizz. I noticed a bit of my tangles and things like that. Follow for more hair tips.